Hello my friends, best greetings from Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. And now I'm making this video under microscope, and we are watching the details of morphology of the most dangerous pest of beekeeping. That's Varroa mite, the Varroa destructor mite. That's his Latin name. And we are watching not the mite but the piece of mite, just his leg. Right, the leg and pulvilla or areolum, which is used to be attached to the body of host, larva, pupa or adult of honeybees. So this is just a piece of mite under the magnification 400, and I reduce it. It will be 200. Well, this is the frontal part of a mite, and then, well, this is the mite. The mite Varroa destructor, which is the reason and the source of very dangerous disease, varrosis. Well, Varroa mite, external parasitic mite, which is developing on honeybees, Apis cerana and Apis mellifera. And I show you it now under the magnification 100, just 100. Varroa mite, very dangerous pest of honeybee, because it can reproduce only on honeybee colony, and only in some occasional cases you can find it on other insects on flowers. So probably some mites can be transferred from one insect to another on some other pollinators, insects like wasps and some flower flies. And actually this bee parasite is very dangerous, because this is a blood-sucking parasite which is feeding on hemolymph or blood of honeybee. And actually this parasite attaches to the body of bee and weakens the bee by sucking hemolymph, as I said, the blood. And actually in this process RNA virus such as deformed wing virus can be spread to bees. And actually a significant mite infestation will lead to the death of a honeybee colony. And it was shown that mites are the main factor for collapsed colonies in Ontario in Canada, in Hawaii, USA, and probably in other places. And actually this parasite is distributed widely, it's cosmopolitan. You can find it everywhere in the world, except till now in Australia. Even it was already found in Northern Islands of New Zealand. So it's strongly quarantine subject in Australia and in New Zealand. So you cannot take any material connected with honey, wax or brood to Australia and New Zealand. Well, mites, they reproduce in 10 days cycles. How we are developing? We are developing inside honeybee cells. Overwintering mites were entering the honeybee cells and female oviposits. Actually, oviposition can be done in 3 stages, three times, and the total number of laid eggs up to 38, from 1 till the 38. And average, it will be 7-10 eggs can be laid by the female mite. Eggs are laid inside the brood cell. And what is about the time of development? During the temperature, under the temperature 34, the development of egg will be 2 days, and after that will be formed 6-legged larva, which is developing 2 days and transforms into protonymph. Protonymph feeding, and after 3-5 days it's transformed to dater nymph, which is also feeding 1-2 days and transforms into the adult mite. So the whole life cycle from 8 to 10 days for female and 6-7 days for male. Up to 18 females have been found on the body of honeybee. So many mites. Of course, this is very dangerous infestation, because mites were making wounds on the body of larva, pupa or adult of honeybee. Female of mite living during the summer up to 2-3 months, and if it's over wintering, female lives up to 6-8 months. And feeding, as I said, on hemolymph of honeybees. Inside honeybee cell, up to 12 or even 20 mites can be developing. These beetles were resistant to cold temperatures, but were not developing during the winter. They are developing mostly in a spring-summer time on the brood of honeybees. So, and the most preferable brood, this is a drone brood. So that's why the number of mites can be in 10, 12, up to 14 times more on drone brood rather than on working bee brood. That's why one of the measures how to reduce the population of mites is just destroying or deleting brood out of a honeybee nest. So just by simple cutting of drone brood you will significantly reduce the infestation of your honeybee colony. And sometimes, as I said, these bees can be found on some other insects, so that's why it's subject of questioning how they develop on other insects or not, or probably they have a kind of mixed feeding on some debris inside the honeybee nest, and maybe it's just only additional feeding of them. So major is feeding only on hemolymph of honeybee larvae, pupae or adults. So that's a very brief story about Varroa mite, and we can watch a little bit more on the surface of this mite. So we can see his frontal part, you can see sucking apparatus and some legs. These are 8 legs, so 4 pairs. The first larva has only 3 pairs of legs, and dater nymph already has 8 legs. On the top of a leg you will see just enlargement, small transparent enlargement. I will increase it on magnification. Well, that's all. This is a rhodium or pulvilla, which allows to be attached on the body of host. So this is a special arrangement for attachment on the body of honeybee, larva, pupa or adult. Each leg has such a rhodium or pulvilla, triangle shaped pulvilla, and very long seta and sensilla on the surface of the whole body. On this body plate you can see very long seta on the surface of body of this mite Varroa. So strong setation, which is a special feature of Varroa mites. on the whole of his body and also just on the edge. You can see this very specific, very special sensilla and seta. And again you can see this triangle shaped pulvilla in the center or just near the upside of a frame. Well, now the smaller magnification on 20, so to 200. Again, this is a sucking apparatus with legs. Smaller magnification on 10 with a total magnification 100. So that's a short story about my most dangerous pest of a honeybee, Varroa mites, how it looks like, how it's developing, and a little bit about its biology. If you like this story, if you enjoy this picture, write your comments, ask your questions, share this video with your friends, add your comments, and I will be pleased to know your questions and maybe a request to take more pictures, photographs and video of Varroa mite, other mites or maybe other insects or other objects under the microscope. Good luck in your biological study, in your beekeeping, and I wish you to have as less as possible Varroa mites in your beekeeping farm. Good luck beekeeping, and best greetings from Kiev, the capital of Ukraine. Good luck!